We are simply going to be continuing polynomials, and now we're going to start multiplying polynomials. Okay, so this is going to be a review here. We're going to learn how to FOIL. Okay, so if you remember, FOIL is first, outside, inside, last. Okay, so we're going to start with this. So what we have here is two things in parentheses with two terms each. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this kind of distribution where first we do the first terms, right? 5h times h, which is 5h times h, which is 5h squared. I just repeated myself like a bunch of times. Anyway, then we're going to do the two outside terms, 5h and negative 2k, and we get negative 10hk. Okay, then we're going to take the two inside terms, which is negative 3k and h, and when we multiply those we get minus 3hk. Notice that those two are like terms. We're going to combine those later. Okay, and then of course we're going to do the last terms, so that's negative 3k times negative 2k. The two negatives cancel and I get positive 6k squared. Okay, then all I have to do to simplify is combine those like terms to get 5h squared minus 13hk plus 6k squared. Okay, so you should all be familiar with FOILing, right? First, outside, inside, last. Okay, so let's say we have another one, 10r minus 3s times r plus 2s. Okay, so we're going to FOIL this. So first, 10r squared. Outside, 20rs. And then the inside is negative 3rs. And then the last terms end up as negative 6s squared. Let's combine those like terms. We just end up with 17rs in the middle. And then we're finished. Okay, so that's when we just have two terms and two terms multiplied together. Yet sometimes we will have more than two terms, so we will have to get used to that. Okay, let's take another one. So let's say we have 3 minus k squared times 2 minus k squared minus k to the 4th power. So I'm just going to take this 3 and multiply it to all three terms here. So if we take 3 to all three terms, we're going to get 6 minus 3k squared minus 3k to the 4th. So now I'm just going to take negative k squared and do the exact same thing, just hop it to all three terms. So get negative 2k squared plus k to the 4th, because the negatives cancel, and then plus k to the 6th. Remember that you add the exponents. If you're multiplying k squared and k to the 4th, that would be k to the 2 plus 6, which is k to the 6, or sorry, k to the 2 plus 4, which is k to the 6. Okay, then I'm just going to combine all my like terms, and I end up with this if I write it in order of decreasing degree. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's say we have x squared minus 4x plus 8, and then I have x squared plus 4x plus 8. Okay, so now I have three terms. So again, I'm just going to take the first term, multiply it to all three terms in the second one, in the second polynomial. And I end up with adding the exponents x to the 4th plus 4x cubed plus 8x squared. Pause the video if you're having trouble following this. Then we take negative 4x, multiply it to all three terms in the second polynomial, and then I take 8 and do the exact same thing. So I'm color coding this so you can just see that I'm taking each one of those numbers in the first polynomial, or each one of those terms in the first polynomial, and multiplying it to the second polynomial. Okay, then I'm going to cancel some things. So 32 and negative 32 cancel, 8x squared, 8x squared and negative 16x squared all cancel, and then I cancel some more things there, and I just end up with x to the 4th plus 64, and that's all I have there. Okay, so a lot of times with these, a lot of things are going to cancel, and you're going to end up with a very simple polynomial, which is nice. Okay, we have x squared, or sorry, x to the 2n minus y to the n, and that's all squared. Okay, so you might say, yes, I just make it x to the 4n minus y to the 2n. No, we cannot do that. We cannot distribute a square when we have a plus sign or a minus sign in between terms. So what this really is x to the 2n minus y to the n, and then times itself. Okay, so we're going to distribute by doing first inside, outside, last, or first outside, inside, last. I always spell FOIL wrong. Okay, we have x to the 4n minus x to the 2n times y to the n minus x to the 2n y to the n plus y to the 2n. Okay, so I'm just adding the exponents. So, you know, n plus n is 2n, and 2n plus 2n is 4n. Okay, then I just combine like terms, and I get this here. Pause the video if you need to do that more slowly. Okay, another example here, we have a plus b times a cubed minus a squared b plus ab squared minus b cubed. So take a, multiply it to every single term, a to the 4th minus a cubed b plus a squared b squared minus ab cubed plus a cubed b minus, now I'm taking b, sorry, I'm taking b across everything, so that's the a cubed b minus a squared b squared plus ab cubed minus b to the fourth. Okay, then I just cancel here. Anytime I have the same thing but opposite sign, I can cancel them, and I just end up with a to the fourth minus b to the fourth. Again, do this slowly if you need to, but I hope you have a good time doing your homework, or at least a decent time doing your homework.